save the taxpayers money, there's no question. We could start off by having a co-op buying program where in the kitchen we can do bulk purchasing. We can save money in purchasing food and purchasing equipment. And right off the bat, we will save at least $500,000.
Thank you. Mr. Garcia, same question. What tax-saving measures would you implement upon being elected sheriff?
First of all, Mr. Serrano, thank you so much for the opportunity, and also the resident of Passaic County for allowing me to be here today and debate my opponent. The first thing I would do is I would generate funds from confiscated money to upgrade the department in general. Once I do that, I am looking forward to bringing in more money from the confiscated funds to make sure that we relieve the budget and the cost of the taxpayers.
Thank you. It's actually a minute because we're trying to move it along. Did you want to respond to
Yes,
that?
I would. I'd like
30
to know.
seconds.
I'd like to know. It's easy to talk and say that you're going to do that. Can you tell me, number one, exactly how you're going to do that? And number two, the forfeiture fund is only used for the advancement and purchases of issues relating to narcotics. It can't be used as the former freeholder candidate came up here and said to buy toilets. That's not what it's intended for, and that's not what the law allows it for. So if you could please elaborate and be specific, I'd love to hear it.
Mr. Garcia, 1 minute.
Mr. Bernick, you should go back and review your information. First of all, your information is wrong. Confiscated money could be used for any other things besides buying equipment for drug dealers or whatever you're talking about. The previous sheriff and the previous administration just bought cars. Money could be used for other things, so you must...
Right, it's for
before we
furtherance
come-
of law enforcement.
Yeah, I'm speaking. Give me an opportunity now. You ask me the questions, I have the right.
Go ahead, absolutely.
Return. So you should go back and review the policy on confiscated money.
I'm very confident, and being on the street and being a law enforcement officer in narcotics, I'm very confident I know how to spend that money. And in the city of Clifton, we have allocated the forfeiture fund, and we've done it to the letter of the law. We did not buy any toilet seats, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Thank you. Next question. Mr. Bernick? As a sheriff, you have the option to appoint executive staff to assist you in operating the department. How many of those positions will you fill? And how will these appointments maximize the operation of the agency without creating access?
I have not chosen an administrative staff. Unlike my opponent, it's rumored that he has up to 38 undersheriffs already. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm looking for a 90-day review period. What I'm going to tell you is that we are going to put qualified people in qualified positions. That's the way we're going to run the new Passaic County Sheriff's Department. The individuals that are going to be put in those positions will have the experience, they will have the ability to run this department. It's a top-notch operation, and we're going to keep it that way.
Thank you. Mr. Garcia, 1 minute. If you repeat the question, just let me know.
no, I heard the question. Just like before, Mr. Bernick, go back and check the statute. Seems like you don't know it. You ran such a small department in Clifton in juvenile division, you're not familiar with the sheriff's department at all. First of all, the statute... First of all, the statutes on the undersheriff, you only allow 4 by statute. So I don't know where you get the information that I'm going to name 38.
That's what you promised.
I promise, you've been going around promising many things to me. So how can you tell me that I promised 38 when you were in the room when I was talking to whatever group you're talking about? So I don't know where you're getting your information from.
That's the word on the street. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's the way in the street. Oh, but things change now. That's the way in the street.
Are you finished, Mr. Garcia?
Yes.
Thank you. It is best to just let him finish. And then
Okay, I'm just still waiting for an answer to the question.
I answered my question. If you were paying attention, you would have heard my answer. Stop being so cocky, and you'll hear my answer.
Excuse me, I didn't understand.
Would
I
you
didn't
like to
understand what he
finish?
just said.
I'm speaking English. I'm not speaking Spanish.
Well, if you don't understand what I'm saying, then it's your problem.
Why don't you move over here closer to me then?
If you speak loud enough, I'll be able to hear you.
I'm speaking loud enough so you can hear me.
Okay,
Can you
thank
see me? Can you read my lips?
Read your lips?
Yes.
What are you saying?
Okay, thank you.
I'm just looking for an answer to the question.
Do you want to yield a minute for him to answer the question or be specific?
Yes.
Mr. Garcia, he wants to be specific.
I answered my question already.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Mr. Bernick, Governor Christie's toll reform will implement a 2% levy cap on taxes. This is sure to affect the budget of the sheriff's office. How will you deal with the reduction in the budget due to the loss of tax revenue?
We have to follow the cap if it's enacted. There's no question about it. And what we'll do is we'll do a line-by-line review of the budget. We'll look at the budget, every single item. My opinion is that we'll reduce equipment before we reduce personnel. The safety of this county is of the utmost concern to me, and that's the way that I will address that issue.
Thank you. Mr. Garcia?
I will stay within the cap, and I will work very closely with the freeholder board to make sure we stay on the budget. I will also eliminate non-civil service employees and eliminate some of the political positions that have been created by the previous administration.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia.
I'll give you 30 seconds to respond to that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sheriff's Department does have investigators, just as the prosecutor's office does, and I have a plan for those positions. We have an internet crimes unit. We've got people that are in law enforcement that have many, many years of service. And what's important to me is not to make it a political patronage position, but to bring in qualified law enforcement professionals with strict guidelines on how they're hired. We have people out there with many, many years of experience, and why should we throw that away? Let's hire people with that experience. Let's put it to work for you in Passaic County.
Thank you. I'll give you 30 seconds if you wish to respond.
Speaking about investigators, back in May, the Department of Personnel issued an order that the department was over an investigator. To this date, those investigators are still working. So I will still stay under the 15% allow and make sure that I hire qualified personnel. We have qualified individuals here in Passaic County. They're ready and willing to do the job.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Mr. Bernick?
Yes.
As a follow-up to question 3, you are allowed to appoint unclassified sheriff investigators, totaling 15%.
Yes.
Set number of sheriff officers. How would you utilize these officers?
Utilize these officers as I just indicated. Again, there are special positions for these officers. They're special units. As I said, we have an internet crimes unit that is second to none. This unit has had over 150 arrests of people that have been preying on our children. As far as I know, they have not lost one single case. This, to me, is a fantastic situation that we need to continue, if not expand. We have an excellent narcotics unit. They've raised over $100 million in asset seizures. These are things that we need to continue, that we need to have within our county. Again, those dollars can be used for the Sheriff's Department, and I would like to use those investigators, qualified investigators, for qualified positions, people that deserve to be in the right place.
Thank you, Mr. Bernick. Mr. Garcia?
Like I said before, I will stay under the 15%, and I will make sure that I will use those investigators, particularly in the areas of high crime rates, particularly Patterson, when we had 15 already shootings and 15 murders in Patterson. I will form a task force and work jointly with the prosecutor and the state police to retarget some of these areas, the high crime areas in the city of Patterson.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. You want Mr. Garcia first? Sure, these men are equally qualified and talented. Mr. Garcia, community relations are a key component to a modern law enforcement agency. What program would you keep and any new programs you would implement?
Just like you said, community relation. Community relation means that you have an open door policy to the community which you're serving. I will meet with different leaders, city leaders, religious leaders, chief of police, and I also would initiate new community prevention. I would work on the gang union, which is not there right now. They have a gang union. They have a...
Shut up!
I'll freeze your time until we get some quiet.
I will work on the gang union. There's not a gang union on the street right now. There's a gang union sign in the jail. I will put that gang unit back out there in the street and work with the different towns that really have a drug problems and gang problems.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said in actually many other meetings, it's very important that the Sheriff's Department work together with local municipalities. We need to work together with the prosecutor's office, and yes, I've said it on several occasions, and it seems to be repeated, that we do need a task force, and there's no question. We've got to stop the flow of guns that are coming into the state of New Jersey. And if we stop the flow of guns that are coming into the state of New Jersey, we'll stop them from coming into the city of Paterson. We need an initiative to go out there, the Sheriff's Department, the Prosecutor's Office, the FBI, the ATF, everyone working together. Guns, drugs, and the violence are all interrelated. We need to take it to the street, and we need to get this resolved, and the way of doing that is working together. And I strongly believe that we will be able to accomplish this goal.